Chapter 6 was actually fun. Trying to analyze your audience, I think, is going to be a very difficult thing for me. I think I know how to read people as far as their body language, but to really know exactly what somebody is into or what somebody is learning or has studied or understands, I think that's where that is the difficulty in giving a really good speech. I think that is part of it being informative, is you have to be informative on a specific topic that you choose. When you have to fill out the audience as well, you got one person that's sitting here that may be a doctor, and you've got this other person here that may be an accountant or a professional musician. So you've got a diverse type of people that are sitting in one room listening to your speech. So it would be very hard for me to analyze that. I think that the demographic audience analysis was actually interesting, that it focuses on your age and your gender, your sexual orientation. I think that that is a good way to try to read your audience as well. I love a flannel shirt. If I see somebody in a flannel shirt, a girl perhaps, I would say maybe they're a musician, maybe they play guitar, maybe they play the drums. As a drummer, I love to wear flannels. I get joked on a lot about that, but it's almost like a stereotype, which is not what we should do, but it kind of gives me an idea of the audience. So if I'm going to talk to a bunch of young girls about anything in particular, I think the drums is a really good place to start. I think everybody is kind of fascinated with what the drums are. So I think that being a girl, being a young girl at one point, I can understand the struggles that they have, the pressures that they have on them, and wanting to succeed and be somebody, and not necessarily seek male attention. So I think that that would be kind of easy, but if I get into a room full of doctors and lawyers, I would feel a little inadequate. I would really try to polish my speech if that was the case. I would feel that they were a lot smarter than I am, which they are, of course, but you know, I'd have to choose a topic that would interest them because they have all this other stuff that they're learning, but that's beside the point. But anyway, I really think that this is a particular thing in this class that I'm really going to have to work on, as far as trying to reach my audience and try to kind of put myself in their shoes and say, you know, I don't like what this person's saying, or I'm kind of bored. I want to make sure that whatever I choose to talk about is something that is going to interest them and would be informative for them for things in the future.